Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Alexius Ridenour.
Hi, my name is Alexius Ridenour. I couldn't believe I was asked to come here and share my story. It was the first time I've ever been on a plane, and I don't know if I was more nervous then or now. But I'm honored to be here with this amazing group of people. It's exciting to see all the work you're doing, and this network provides us all with more opportunities to reach out to others and affect our community. I grew up in a small town in Iowa. I'd had high academic goals for myself since the second grade when I was accepted to the Talented and Gifted program. I was on the road to success with a 3.9 high school GPA, already enrolled in classes at Des Moines Area Community College, or as we like to call it, DMAC. Then, in my junior year, our family moved to Des Moines, which for us kids meant a new school. The transition was harder than I thought it would be. My grades were passing, but my attendance was scattered for weeks at a time. I was the shy new girl, and it was hard to make friends at my new school. Eventually, I dropped out after missing too many days, even though I would still show up to do the homework because I loved to learn. I've worked in the fast food industry since I was 16. It's hard work, but I love the fast-paced environment and the variety of people I get to meet every day. I didn't know then that my first boss would have such an impact on my life. He hired me back a few years later after I had faced many challenges and became involved in a toxic relationship with my boyfriend. My coworkers had their suspicions, but I would deny it. I always had an excuse ready to explain my bruises. My boyfriend was emotionally, physically, and sexually abusive for years. I had just turned 20 when our first son was born. I would cry myself to sleep, wondering if I would ever get away from this nightmare. I couldn't imagine raising my son around the violence. So with help from my boss, we finally escaped. A month later, I found out that I was pregnant again. Being a mom gave me the motivation I needed to make a change. I was determined that no matter how I felt inside or how hard it was to get through the day, they would always see a smile on my face. Through counseling, I realized I was not a victim, but I am a survivor. There are great organizations in my community that help me with the resources I needed. As a single mom, I'm grateful for the HOPES program, which helps parents by making home visits with their kids. The Family Investment Program and Promise Jobs work with families to become self-sufficient. The first day that I was connected with my Promise Jobs worker, she asked me if I would like to go to school, and I couldn't sign the papers fast enough. The legacy I will make for my kids will be different than the one I was raised with, and I knew I had the strength to give them a strong foundation. I loved school, and I was determined to go back. I'm now a full-time student at DMAC, working towards a liberal arts degree, and will attend a university next fall. My dream is to be a high school math teacher. I'm in Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society and the DMAC Honors Program. I'm very proud of what I've accomplished. I know what it's like to struggle, and I understand the importance of the programs that have helped me when I needed them the most. Without their support, I don't know where I would be. I do what I can with my busy schedule. I recently volunteered with a back-to-school drive where I filled school supplies and backpacks for families who were in need of help. The cost adds up, and they shouldn't have to choose between a backpack or school clothes. My boys look up to me, and I want to set a good example for them to work hard in school. My kids are interested in my homework, so I like to elaborate when they ask the question, "Why, Mom?" I hope they continue having the ambition to learn as they grow up. My goal for them is not to learn what to think, but how to think. I want my kids to be compassionate with a willingness to help others. My hope is for them to grow up to be good men who are determined and upstanding citizens. They already help around the community by putting on their little gloves to help me clean up the local parks. They even recycle. I'm teaching them to go green, and to them, that means they are superheroes saving the world. When I look out here at all of you, I'm inspired by the work you're doing, and I want to be an active part of it. I'm committed to making a nation who takes care of all their people, from our children who deserve high-quality education, to the sick and elderly, to every veteran who is serving or has served this country. Thank you for inviting me here today. I'm excited to build on the work that's being done here and to keep the conversation going beyond this summit.